Just making sure Discord notifications are working. We're getting there, dickhead. Oh my god, what is this resolution that it launches at? So the brightness of my monitor is a little bit darker, so it's easier on my eyes, so I'm not sure how the lighting is on my webcam. Not sure if it's too dark, just right. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I know. I'm preparing the settings and shit. I know what I'm doing. Ah, there we go. Graphics. Right. Graphics are epic. Okay. So, let's do it. I'm gonna be able to. I'm not gonna live stream all day. I'm gonna stream for maybe 2 hours because I got a appointment at 6 and I got a motor lawn today. So let's get as much done as possible. I probably should have done a fucking intro because I guarantee you once this live stream is over, that's when people are gonna start watching. But fuck it. If you're watching this archive, I'm live streaming this while I'm playing. So, there you go. Confusion over. Because I did a Leviathan raid on Destiny 2 stream, and no one joined in when I was streaming, but after the stream was done, 30 people watched it. So, if I am mad at his mercy, may the gods pity the man who, in his closeness, can remain sane to the heady ascent. I can't read that fast. H.P. Lovecraft. Getting Outlast vibes. Just how gory it is. Again. Can I open this? too loud? Let me know. Must light up signs over and interact with them. Okay. Oh, okay. What is happening? Alright, where am I going? What am I doing? And who am I doing it to? Gotta just dive in, take a swim. There's gotta be something over here, right? Nothing. Can I fucking yeet off this deck? No? Okay. Can I light this chan on fire? I can't use the bolt cutters I totally forgot I had. I could.
Hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
I have the memory of a fucking goldfish. I already forgot I had those things. Time is perfect. All right. So these, is that what the shark corpses are? Offerings?
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I have been chosen. I feel honored.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Alright, that was bizarre.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
My husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation has been closed. Okay.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
So I'm a detective? Bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not one can... Oh, private detective. Who's got professor? Okay.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Okay. Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Have a drink, I don't drink. Oh, just choices?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
What the fuck? Character points. I had no idea what I was getting into when I was playing this game. Each character point allows you to improve a score of a skill. Investigation, strength, eloquence, spot, hidden, psychology. What the fuck? Physical power. What's this? Influence and power of speech. That sounds good. I want that. Wait, did I? Medicine sounds important. Alright, I don't have any in this. Occultism represents your knowledge of occult sciences. Sounds like something I need. Psychology? Yeah, who needs psychology? There we go. Wait, you can remove? You can reset. Sure.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
Okay. Horror game with skills.
I'm coming.
I thought this was gonna be like another like Outlast style game.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Who the fuck are you?
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at
Why
this
is the voice is quieter in cutscenes?
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
Give me a moment to level up my logic skill.
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on
It's so
the
loud
affair.
now. All right, hold on. I gotta fix this. All right, I'm gonna turn the voice down a Chad. There we go. All right. Your notebook. Okay. Investigate the painting. Okay. Oh.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
Consult there. Strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. Alright, so I gotta find the case file.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided it on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless as a Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A warehouse 36 Darkwater, an article. Marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island Darkwater. They live in a recluse life with their only son, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
What the
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Investigation professional.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last...
And you think...
That go...
It wasn't grayed out like the rest of these, so...
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side.
Yeah, quiet down.
Let's sum things up.
A little too loud.
An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case.
This guy seems to know more than
I'll go to
appears.
Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
He's
Thank you,
Cthulhu.
Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Something's good.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
I want to change one thing in the stream. That better? I just raised the FPS on my camera. Okay.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
Yeah? The learning of medicine. Oh, there's skill books? What? Okay. Places, cult. Sanity. I have mental stability? This game is much more in depth than I thought. Lost Battalion. Wow. Okay.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was a sea or demon god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysteries of and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Huh.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Alright. Let's go Darkwater. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused a fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipment label and address, a warehouse on the docks of the island Darkwater. The place seems to be a starting point for Pierce's investigation. This is cool so far. I've been really delaying on buying this game because I think it's like a 6-hour game probably, and its full price is $30, and that seems a little pricey for a game that I can beat in one day. But I'm probably not gonna beat it today because I'm gonna play till maybe 4. Play till 4 o'clock, mow my lawn, and then I got an appointment.
We're almost there.
Call of Cthulhu. Scylla? Scylla? Words? This is creepy. What's funny is, I was thinking about this earlier, is that...
Stay on board.
This cutscene
There's
on
guys coming to unload.
I think that intro sequence with all the dead sharks and shit, I think that's the memory she's talking about.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
I'm getting like a mix. I don't know, the setting, I'm getting like a Dishonored vibe as well. Anyway, what I was saying earlier is that what I've noticed with horror games, the higher budget, more expensive horror games are nowhere near as scary as like these like lower budget, like low priced horror games. Okay.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I'm on it.
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Myself a pale ale. Pale ale.
I think we'll get along well.
This will affect my destiny? I just had a drink, dude.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Find out more about Darkwater. Sarah.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
That'll be all for now. The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Whoa. Excuse me.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
All right. Good talk.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Oh, this guy's got some fucked up scars on his arm. The fuck happened to him? Okay. Alright, let's head to that guy's office.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
A few dates are still eligible in 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
To remain under control, you cannot afford to provoke us. That me earlier? Oh my god, that does look like Skyrim. That's what you're talking about? It does look like Skyrim. Oh my god. Is this a crossover? That's fine, not a fucking...
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
A wooden leg.
What a macabre souvenir.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale.
Dark
Even
Water's
the
actually
antics
Skyrim
of
in the
these wharf
1900s.
rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Well, dates allowed you to set up a timeline of patterns.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Ooh, got a CP. Okay. Talk to Bradley. Okay. Where the dick is Bradley? straight off from me. That's. Who the fuck is Bradley? Oh.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
So I don't have a high enough medicine to know what killed it. Okay. I just have to get into warehouse 36.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious...
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay. It's like,
Crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand,
Oh,
knows
definitely,
around
yeah.
too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
find hidden items. The skill will detect items in a close range. Okay.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Okay.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Alright, so I gotta find... Looks like a lever. A ratchet device.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Oh, nice.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Just perfect. Alright. I think that is all I need. Let's see. Alright, so nope, I need something else as well. Okay. How did I do that? I don't know how I did that. How do I undo that? Oh. Gotta change that. Hold on. There we go. Alright. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm not pressing it. So, if I rapid... That is bizarre. If I go over here and tap E, it brings out my lighter. Is that for a reason? Am I supposed to interact with something on my lighter over here? That's weird. I'm not seeing anything over there. No, it's not L. There's something else here because I can get that question mark. So there's a hidden item nearby. Oh. Oh, that's why. I got you. All right, that makes sense.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
I know why. All right, so I was pressing E. So I was activating my layer through the activation button, so it light up the area so I can take the thing. Okay, I got you. I got you. That was weird.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Do I have enough strength? I do.
Damn, I broke it.
I'm just too strong. Wait, I broke... Wait, really? What the fuck? Was that too strong? Was that the issue here? What the hell? Okay.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
I didn't do it. I had no idea.
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
I can attack? I'm not gonna... No.
You don't have to do this.
Of course I do. And I'll even take pleasure in doing it.
I tried to be the nice guy.
Out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I tried to be the nice guy.
Ugh. I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Alright. Okay, I'm not being nice to her anymore. I tried. Can I just go to the bar and shoot her and leave?
That's no way to treat an omen.
What was this?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
Well, alright, listen, you little prick.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
What do you think? She probably already like have some idea of why I'm here, so fuck it, tell the truth. If I can.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly.
She probably already knows.
But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little
I'm doing all the
advice.
wrong things.
If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm losing my patience.
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care.
Carrying off to beat
But
the
I'll
shit
go
out of me,
with
though.
you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
I don't like it, but okay.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're shysters.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way.
This seems like a game you'll do like separate playthroughs on. Like I already made like a bunch of mistakes that I would definitely want to change, but I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with my decisions.
This guy poking around here.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
She says I don't know how to fight, but I'm a World War I vet, so...
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks.
Okay.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
What the hell? To enter a reconstruction seat. Oh, that's how you lean, okay. See,
what happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
I imagine.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
So, medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Okay. Wait. Oh, I didn't save it. This is a pretty cool game. Granted, I'm actually not that far into it. Alright, is there any more to look? Or anything else to find? What's happening?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Whole test psychology. Threaten? Or like use my big brain.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange poetry. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Jedi mind trick.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Great. Enter madness. Yeah, scar on his face like the Joker. Wanna know how I got these scars?
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion.
Charming place.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go, right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
What do you think?
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
That might be a bad decision, though.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent. Poor kid. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
So these flowers are fresh, but... So the kid and the... Sarah and the kid have flowers set for them, but Charles, none. Did Charles, or did the caretaker have a little bit of a bias? Alright. Last 5 minutes. Not much. We're at the Hawkins family manor now. And we visited their graves, and I pointed out a minute ago that I think could be significant or it could be not. I'll go back over here. So this is where the 3 are buried. Sarah, her husband Charles, and their son Simon. One thing I noticed is that, well, the detective pointed out that Sarah Hawkins has like fresh flowers that the caretaker probably put out for her, and so does the kid. It seems like has. He didn't make any comment about the flowers here, but it looks like they're fresh as Sarah's. But Charles doesn't have any, and it seems like the vases are kind of broken. So I was wondering if the caretaker has some sort of bias, and maybe has like a grudge against Charles, maybe. And it could be something, or it could be nothing.
I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa!
Yes, this is their home. And this guy was the caretaker, gardener, and
You're
such.
Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
What now?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
I also had a decision whether not to bring Bradley with me. I chose to bring him with me, obviously, but I'm not sure if that was a good choice. It is intriguing. It's pretty good.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Is that it? Oh.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring
Let's see
the
if I
fire
can
under
find something
control,
the cops missed.
but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Ah, creepy.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
So everything burned except for that one painting that I found earlier.
They had a fight. Why?
What else am I looking for here?
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This game is pretty cool. Definitely, probably needs like 2 or 3 full playthroughs if you want to get like go down certain kinds of paths. I don't know.
An original
wonder what
edition
happened
of
if it
Mary
fought,
Shelley's
Cap.
Frankenstein, dated 1818.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
No shit.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
The human body, comparative analysis. Medicine.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by 2 families that seceded from the New England colonies.
The fuck is this?
There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
It's really bizarre to me that that we know more about our on the surface of our moon than we do our own fucking ocean, which makes it some kind of like there's something scary about that fact that we know very little about our fucking ocean.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
As you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she meant no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. All right, respectfully yours, Anton Willard. Okay. That doesn't sound good. Oh, talk.
Locked.
I got just wandered off from Bradley. Kids' room?
The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Is that medicine? Seems like something I would want to investigate there.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Oh, now I'm looking at it.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Alright, so there's a clue nearby. Oh. Key!
What will her room reveal about her? A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
Dr. Fuller, Riverside Institute, Darkwater, Massachusetts, 9.4, 75 milligrams of sodium to be taken every 4 to 6 hours as required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 milligrams of phenobarbital. I don't know how to pronounce these words. Up to 3 times a day. Do not consume any alcohol or medication during the period of treatment. Okay. Darkwater General Store.
Such an excessive dose. Either this man is a charlatan, or Sarah's condition is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Sargon sketches look more like a gallery of horrors and nautical studies. Anatomical studies.
Perfect.
Pristine. Whoa. That's not good.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? Looks like a revocation ritual. Was she trying to invoke something or banish it? Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Damn.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Recognize your genius and display it to the world. Maximilian L. Whoa, where's that? So this is the office.
Bradley? Is that you?
Hey, that door wasn't open, right?
Is anyone there?
What did you miss? A lot. So, not sure how much you missed, but the fire started from the Hawkins couple having a fight. And one did try to escape the scene. Apparently their son saw something horrific and he needed some strong sleeping medicine to get put to sleep. That's fucking creepy.
You!
Stop!
Where I get this lantern from? Shut this.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
What else? Apparently
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Apparently the wife Sarah Hawkins had some like she was getting nightmares and shit, and her condition and her like sanity was becoming unstable.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
And there was a like she had a kind of a she was performing some ritual in her office that was either supposed to keep something she was trying to banish something or to revive something. Bradley probably gonna die. Yeah,
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Already saw that.
Dated 1818. This door is blocked from the outside.
You brought this poor man in this house. Listen. He offered.
This door was closed earlier.
What? Oh, this door, probably. I read the book and I was like, this door was closer to it. What?
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. It looks like an old seaway map.
Oil refilled, okay.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph.
Wait, was it? I thought that painting upstairs was a painting of, like, Pierce here. It was probably Charles. Now that I think about it.
Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the Seaway map. As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Ah, classic freaking doorway behind the bookcase.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
So I probably have to get more clues.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
This map.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Hidden door. Yeah, and I have to find a specific coordinate on that globe that opens it. Checking my clues, see if there's anything. Knowledge.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Alright, I am... Oh.
This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
State requires very specific high level attention.
It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
Ah! I remember that.
This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. Damnation. I can't budge these gears. I need a tool. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Alright, 42 north, 70 west, 47 north, 55 west, 49 north, 61 west. $33 north, 53. Let's
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Alright, 33 north, 53 west.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Okay. What the fuck?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
$33 north, 53 west.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh yeah, I was way off.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
I'm definitely way off.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
What am I missing?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh, wait. I didn't see this. I didn't notice this earlier. Wait, what happened at 57 North and 51 West?
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Which are marked with red lines?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
I don't remember that. Yeah, that would be the one I was trying to find earlier.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
That's 33 North and 53 West. That's where they caught that giant ass whale. The miraculous catch. And the shit that was used to get it was the Scylla. Which
looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Which was right here. And that is the Scylla. That's what the lines are. Maybe here? Darkwater is?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Did you also hear that tapping?
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Yeah, but it's hard to get the coordinates right on this damn globe. Where's that tapping?
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
33 North, 53 West. So looks like, I don't know, 38, 62. Yeah, this is the US. I'm thinking it'll be like right around here, right?
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
It's a vertical. Okay.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
north. That's what. Oh wait, I am nowhere near 53. Oh yeah, I'm nowhere near 53. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. What's that?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work.
Ah, man, my head.
I must have missed something.
I feel so dumb right now. This is west. All right. All right. 3 north. All right. It's west.
Doesn't work.
Shut up, Pierce.
I must have. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. There must be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Dark water. Maybe it's dark water. Where the fuck is dark water on this thing?
Doesn't looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh, she can zoom in. This is Florida. Okay, on the East Coast.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Oh my god. I don't know.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Yeah, it's Massachusetts, but
Doesn't work. There must be a link with the Seaway map. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Oh, that's not help. Okay. It's advanced on my skills. I don't know.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like it worked.
Got it. Finally. Jesus Christ.
Well done, Pierce.
Ah! Whoa. Oh, way off camera. Okay.
The secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
I don't know.
That guy must
I knew what I knew what
Yeah,
to do. I
3
just couldn't
seats.
get the precise fucking thing.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? The bearer of the mask must have been the leader. What kind of secret society is this? Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest? This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
Eavesdropping.
This symbol, what does it mean? Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way.
Oh yeah, let's split
up.
up.
If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Yeah, let's split up. That sounds like a great idea.
Fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Yeah, we're never gonna see you again. Oh, Bradley's part of this cult.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
Alright.
An old diary. A sad way to go. These buildings seem to have come out of the water. Time has weakened these structures.
I mean, I felt exhausted after that fucking globe. Like, I knew I had to
I don't
get
have time to search them all.
33 north, 53 west, but I just couldn't get the exact fucking coordinate down for some reason.
What's going on here?
Pierce!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
What are these animations?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
Whoa,
A mass grave. I got it.
What the hell? Well, oh, it's the intro.
I can't breathe. What's happening?
In some situations, encounters will make you panic. Flee the place as fast as I can.
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream. It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual. I can't read Latin.
Don't have enough alarm. What is it called? Oh. This way. How's it going down there?
You who sleeps, accept this dreamer under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulhu Nithsiha Fitagan.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink Hupadk Cthulhu Bithinkor.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
Yeloig Hupadk Cthulhu Loigna.
Grant him your dreams and accept his, so that the paths of your souls finally intertwine.
Is that like a... So is that a sacrifice for some summoning? Is summoning Cthulhu down here?
Locked.
Great.
Just as your dreams guided it to you.
Yorel Cthulhu Bogshug.
Let your dreamers open the way, so that the day finally comes when you will awaken.
La Cthulhu Nafal Fatagan.
Can they really not see me?
I feel him.
You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. Oh, you who sleep, we pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Great.
Bring me more sacred flesh.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that? What does this writing mean?
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Don't see me? Do not turn around, please. I really appreciate it.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit!
Fucked up with that guy's
Don't move! Police! Don't move! I won't hesitate.
Bradley, get back!
Get back! You asked for it! Charles, you shouldn't have seen this. Ah!
Oh boy.
Caving in. I need to get out of here.
So Charles is alive and well. That's good to know.
My leg! Light. At last.
Oh. Chapter 5 already, damn. Interesting. Oh my god. Alrighty. After this loads, I think I'm gonna end this stream. Oh, after this cutscene. Hey, Fuller. Heard about you. Oh my god, it's like fucking Outlast all over again. Don't you do it. Don't you do you piece of shit.
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. Strong subject.
Stop injecting me with shit.
I can't get up. Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No!
Huh? Okay, this is just like Outlast. What
happened to me? Where am I?
What? Oh, there's Cthulhu, by the way. All right. Huh? You still there, Kyle? Because I think I'm wrapping this up. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm definitely gonna play this again. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream it or record it, or maybe neither. I'm not sure. But anyway, if you're watching this when the stream is over, you're watching the archive. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this game, this recording. It's a good game. I wasn't very talkative. And I spent way too long on the fucking globe, freaking puzzle there. And, I don't know. So that being said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make like a best moments compilation or some shit. I don't know. We'll see. But if you enjoyed it, nonetheless, you like, comment, subscribe, all that fucking shit. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Butcher this outro.